So today we're doing the production breakdown of Late, which I wrote with my friend Jack Howe. Let's get into it. We started this whole thing off with this keys pattern, and it starts the whole song. And we had some sidechained thunder stuff underneath it, helping give a bit of a movement. After we had this keys part, we started playing around with some delay guitar sounds. Came up with this. Oh. Just some weird ambient stuff to sort of fill it out. So together we sort of got... Then brought in this sort of like plucky guitar, phasery thing. And we doubled this glockenspiel. And we doubled this glockenspiel, this very one, with this little synth thing, and together they make this beautiful classical background paying off finally. So when we hit in the chorus, I really wanted these drums to be like plucky and clicky and super high end, so we got like a lot of zzz sounds. So to do that, we started with the kick and these snares. And add these super bright clicks. And we added some clicky hi-hats as well. After that, we brought in some little guitar chickers. Just to give it like a bit of movement and cool, fun percussion stuff. So the bass for the chorus actually isn't a real bass. We got a guitar and we pitched it down an octave. By itself, we just got this. So that's what I played in. Then we dropped it an octave. We put some bass stuff on it. We brought in these brighter keys. Which is sort of the same pattern as the verse keys, but we changed it up a little bit, made it a bit more spiky. Adding some noise, a bit more percussion, because I wanted this to be really bright and attacky. I also had this little cute riff thing that sort of lined up with the chords. And of course we have the vocals on top. And I've been told this is my Elmo voice when I sing all the falsetto stuff up the octave, because it sounds so stupid. Ooh, I'm burning you out. You're tired of the cancellations. Ooh, gonna see you tonight. Real Elmo vibes. Just line up the constellations if it can be arranged. Not sure it's something I can change. And we wanted to give a little bit of a break just before we got back into the second verse, so just sidechained ambient stuff. So in the second verse, we brought in the same chords and stuff, but we had it playing long notes. So we still got that there, but it's a bit more sidechained. And we've got this higher octave, like doing some nice tinkly stuff. After that, we wanted to build it up, and Jack came up with this really cool little percussive guitar noodly part. So this sound is a sample that we recorded of Jack twisting his case for his new headphones that he'd just gotten that day. But it sounds really cool. And same thing here, we didn't have the real bass, we just pulled in some weirdly affected guitars down an octave. That's the bass. Then we brought in these lush lower backing vocals just to pad it out a little bit. Single thing since maybe we could fall in love another time. So for the second verse, we wanted to get some more percussion energy. So Jack did some tapping on the back of the guitar just to push it up a bit. The vocal chop in the bridge was one of my favorite parts to make because I got to just nerd out and drag little vocal things around. So I think I sung it at half speed and then we sped it up. So I've got strange vibratos and stuff in my voice. And then we chucked it in here and moved it around with little alter boards to get little weird formats, so it sounds like my voice is lower or higher than it really is. And I just chopped it up into weird places, so all together we get this. It sounds pretty intense. But dry, it sounds so dumb. It's just...
We thought that would kill, boy. We thought that would kill, boy.
I think the secret sauce for that is running it through the OTT. It makes it so crazy bright and full on. The next section I wanted to turn into massive, like, sidechainy explosiveness. So we sidechained some synths and bass. And we put this cool little guitar riff on top. Jack came up with the initial idea, and then I chopped up the end to be a little bit different. But all the sounds in isolation, I'm realizing now, sound absolutely crazy. But together, they're not too crazy. We got some super cool white noise in the drums here. To get a bit more energy in that second half of that bridge, we put in sidechain crashes on like basically every beat. And then I wanted to feel super raw and stripped back at the end, so we just brought it back to the first little part with the same keys pattern. With that thunder again, just down the bottom. The outro came out of when we were recording that little vocal chop bit. I had to bounce down everything so we had one little file of it, and then I stretched it out so I could sing over it, and then stretch it back in so it would be in time again. But I had it at the end still, and it just randomly started playing. And I just thought it was super cool, so I didn't really want to take it out. Yeah, that's the song. Thanks for tuning in. Big thanks to Jack for coming and helping out, providing moral support, helpful decision making. Super stoked that we get to share this first release. If you want to keep up to date with all the stuff I'm doing, go subscribe on YouTube right here, which is where you probably are. And if you'd really like to be kept up to date, there should be a link in the description. Go click that and scroll down to the bottom, and you can put in your email. You can join my mailing list, and I'll give you lots of cuddles if you do it. Please do it. I love you. Thanks for watching.